Well, hello there. It's Angela. Welcome back. I know it's been a little while since I've done a video. So, when it's been a little bit since I've done a video, I always like to show you what I've been working on. So, I've been working on my swaps for my group, Paper Crafting Swapaholics, Not So Anonymous. And one of the swaps right now is Shabby Chic envelopes. So these are the ones that are already done. So that's the front, that's the back. So the process of this is not my idea. I got the idea from Artie Mays on YouTube. And so the process is you coffee dye the envelopes. And then what I do after they're fully dry, I run them through my embosser, my Gemini, and I emboss them with an embossing folder. So those are the ones that are done. And then after I do that, I take different colored like sprays, and then I dip it, which I'll show you because I have one that's only coffee dyed over here. So this one's only been coffee dyed and embossed. So I plan on finishing this one with you guys. And also this one, because this one I still need to put the napkin on. So I said, why don't I just do a video? So that's why I turned on the camera. So this one has been coffee dyed. It has been gessoed. Okay, then it has been dunked in the glitter mist spritz. I mixed a couple different colors together, front and back, and then I did a little of my stamp, this one. I got it off Amazon. It's called Script. It was a Script stamp. It's just made in China. There's the SKU, if you want to type in the SKU. I just got it off Amazon. That came up in my, you might like this. So I said, sure, I like it. So anyway, that's the stamp that I use. I really like it a lot. So yeah. Okay, so then you do the stamping, and then what you do next is you put gesso, not gesso, but Mod Podge napkin on it. So I picked out this napkin for this. So what I am thinking is of taking the rose and putting it off the corner of the envelope, like so, taking off these. So I have my water pen here, or water brush, and I'm just going to take it and go around where I want to rip the napkin. Like so, and like so. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is just gently pull it, so where I put the water, the napkin just, oh, I guess I didn't go right here. The napkin just rips for you so easily, and you don't have to worry about taking something off you didn't want to, like a bunny's head or something. Okay, so I'm just going to put that on the corner like that. Okay, and then I'm going to rip it after I Mod Podge it. So I have my Mod Podge here, and I have my brush. It's just in some water over here off to the side. So I'm going to go ahead and take some Mod Podge, and I'm just going to put it right on the envelope. It's okay if I go over where it's going to need to be anyway. I left a lot of water on my brush, so I'm diluting the Mod Podge quite a bit. And I am using a makeup brush for this because I like to be really gentle with my napkins, and I find that with a regular paintbrush I tear my napkins a lot. So I said, let me try a makeup brush. So it was a brand new makeup brush that I'd got in one of my Ipsy subscription packages. So I pulled it out and I said, oh, this is a pretty brush, you know. I said, let me see how that works with the napkins. And sure enough, I didn't rip it when I was brushing on the Mod Podge. I said, awesome. So it became my Mod Podge brush for when I do napkins. Small jobs, small job brush. I have my big job brush here. This is another makeup brush. Oh gosh. And I do distress with makeup brushes as well when I distress. So, alright, so now I'm just going to take that napkin where it ripped and just fold it around there with my brush. And like I said, I had my brush really wet. So I diluted the Mod Podge. You could probably dilute it 2 to 1. 2 parts water, 1 part Mod Podge. To do this, because you don't need it to be full strength at all for this. Okay, so now on the napkin, I wanted to take the rosebuds, these two here and these, and I'm going to put those, I'm going to put some on the front and some on the back. But while I'm at it, I might as well go ahead and just get them all. So there's that one. This makes it so easy. And then I'm also thinking of grabbing a leaf or two as well to put on the envelope. That one I just did like a circle around it because I think I wanted a part of that stem there. Okay, this is a good leaf here. So let's take him and then we get some stem as well. And let's see, maybe one or two more leaves. I think I want a big one, so maybe this one here. When it's in the middle like that, I just gently pull on it till it separates. And then this one here, I guess. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking. My husband's playing with the dog. He's knocking on the wall going, come in. So of course the dog's going crazy. You would think they would see him knocking on the wall and know it was him, but they bark anyway. Oh, you know what I did there? When I had the napkin setting on it, it lifted a little bit. Okay, so now where are we going to put these things? I think the small little leaf I want to put in the corner right here like this. So I'm going to dunk my brush in some water and then I'm going to dip it in the Mod Podge. And then I just put it down. I want it to look like it's coming off the stem onto the envelope. Okay, my brush is really wet. And then my little doggy just came in. Hi, Scully. Hi, baby. His name is Scully. He's a 2-year-old pit bull. He's been my baby ever since he was in his mommy's tummy, because we have his mommy also. Her name is Sookie. I was a True Blood fan at the time, and the girl's name was Sookie, one of the main characters. And so she got her name, Sookie. Because we all name our pets after movie stars, right? I'm not the only one, am I? I don't know. Do I want another rose there? I think that might actually be good like that. Alright, so let's turn it over. Actually, that was really wet. Let me pause you. I'm going to dry that off a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't want to flip it over with it still being wet. So let's see what we got back here now. I think I want to do that on here. Get this little extra napkin off here. It was wet. It wasn't supposed to be there. Okay. That there. Okay, so I'm just dipping my brush again. I am wiping it off, but I'm not like squeezing it dry. And then it goes into the Mod Podge. And then we just do a little bit on the envelope like that. Put that down and lightly do it on top. Just like so. It's kind of therapeutic. Maybe that's why we all love crafting. It's so therapeutic. Like you get in your zone. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like with these envelopes, I should have put the camera on a long time ago when I was doing the other ones, but I was in my zone. It was an afterthought, you know? So I'm just going to stick this right here. Notice also that I'm not worrying too much about covering up my stamping or anything like that. It's just there in the background. And then this one, I think we're going to put, should we put them going into each other like that? Decisions, or like that. No. Yeah, we'll just put it straight, not curved. But I do want it in the corner right there. So we're just going to put it like that. Yep, I like it. Good decision. Alright, front, that's the back, and that's the front. I really like that. Wow. So that one is done. Alright, so let me put this over here to dry. Whilst we work on finishing this one. Put that in the water. Close up my Mod Podge. Okay. My glass mat is so dirty. Alright, so the next step on this one is to do the spritz stuff. We do this first and then we Mod Podge. Because if you do the Mod Podge first, then, I mean, gesso it. I keep intertwining those two. I don't know why I do that. But coffee dyed, embossed, and then the Angel Glimmer Mist. Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists is what I'm using. I'm using two different colors. I got these at Tuesday Mornings long time ago. And I will tell you what the colors are in just 1 second. This one is Pink Mint. And this one is strawberry daiquiri. So pink mint, and strawberry daiquiri. Okay, and then, you know what? I think I'm going to use this. I want to stir them up. And I probably added a bit of water to that, but that's okay. So you want like a pink, but my pink was too light. You couldn't even see it. So I added the strawberry daiquiri, which is almost like a red, to it. And then I get this beautiful color. I think I'm just gonna, no, I'm not gonna brush it. That's not the look I want. I want like a drippy effect, like this. That's why I put so much on there, you know? So I'm just dunking it, not really paying attention to where. I'm going to use it all, because we're going to gesso over it anyway, so I kind of want it on there thick. Alright, so there we go. That's all of it. Alright, I'm going to pause you again. I'm going to dry this, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, all dry. If you notice too, the color of the envelope got a lot lighter. Okay, so it went to a more deep pink instead of, it looked a lot red. I thought I messed up, but I'm happy with it. So, but even if I did mess up, that would just mean we'd have to use a lot more gesso. So I am using this brush to put my gesso on. It's a Firma number 103, and the bristles are so soft, and they leave such a nice stroke. I'll show you. I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not, but it puts just enough gesso on it. It really does. I usually just dip my brush in the cap. That's why I shake it to mix it up. And then I just dip my brush in the cap like that. Okay, and then I do like this, because you don't want a lot on your brush, okay, to start with. You really don't. And then I'm going to put a little bit of water on my brush. I'm going to water it down just a bit, okay, and then I'm just going to brush this gesso on here, ever so gently. Going to go a little bit heavier. So I don't know if the camera's picking up that fine tooth pattern it leaves. I really enjoy it. I'm so glad I found makeup brushes for this purpose, because I surely don't use them to put makeup on. I don't think I've worn makeup in a month, so. This one I don't want to put as much as I did on the front, so as you can see, I'm using a little bit of a different technique. More of a back and forth motion, whereas if I want to put a lot of coverage, I'll do a back and forth like this, or an up and down. And then I also like to just rub to get the embossing to show up in the white. Okay. All right. We could probably put a little bit more. And if your gesso dries up like this, just dip your brush in the water a little bit. And voila! You can also thin it out too on your paper by doing that. If you put a little too much in a spot, like I did right there. So I'm going to go ahead and pause you guys again because I'm done with this. I'm going to clean up my mat and dry the envelope and we'll be right back. Okay. Well, my phone died, so I had to wait for it to charge up. But that doesn't affect you guys seeing this, but I wanted to show you, I went ahead and I cut out the spots that I wanted to use on the napkin. So they're all up here. But first, I almost forgot, we need to stamp. So I'm going to use that same script stamp so you get to see it work. Okay. So what I did was I went ahead and I just put the ink, and I used my archival ink, sepia, and I just put didn't take it off the plastic, and I just put the ink, dabbed it. Not really, you know, being careful that I get everything, but, you know, trying to get everything. And then what I did next was I just flipped it over, and I just kind of lightly pressed it, kind of like that. Okay, and we're going to cover up a lot of this, and then I did not re-ink it. I just went to the back, and wherever it still had ink is what got stamped. Okay, so no rhyme or reason to this whatsoever. Just using up the ink. So I just stamp it off till I know there's none left, which I think we're just about there. Yep. Okay. And then I just put the clear plastic on top, back in the package. And that's the stamping. So then what we're going to do next is Mod Podge the napkin onto the envelope. So let's get our Mod Podge back out. Let me shake it up, because it's been a little bit since I've used it. Between this video and the last video has probably been about 45 minutes to an hour, because I had to wait for my phone to charge, dry the envelope, you know, all that good stuff. So, first thing is I'm going to put this like this on the corner so that the American goldfinch shows through. Okay, and then I'm just going to go around the edge and pull that off. And whatever's left, I'm just going to go ahead and Mod Podge down to the back. Okay. I'm just going around because I don't want all that green. So I'm just, while it's still wet, I'm just going to go around and take some of that green off. That's all I'm doing. Okay. Alright, so that's that. The next piece was this one, and this is going to go here, about right there. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not real careful on where I put it. I'm not gonna stress about it. Just gonna apply the Mod Podge and put the bird down. I think I need to wet my brush a tad. Get a little bit more Mod Podge on there. And again, I'm going to go around and get some of that green off. It's just easier to do it now than before because the whole napkin's wet now. And it's, you know, it's where I want it. I just don't want all that green. It's kind of like I'm fussy cutting it. That I want. Okay, let's get a little bit more Mod Podge. Just go over it one more time. This step is probably not necessary, but I just want to make sure he is down on his edges because of me picking at him. Alright, so the next piece was up here. We were going to do something. I'm thinking I was going to do the leaf, but I think I want to do this pink flower on the front. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay. Alright, so then the flap, I'm going to do these berries. And the leaves. So I think I'll do... I think what I need to do is flip it over. I'm going to pause you 1 second and dry this. Okay. So I just dried this side. And now we are going to put our flap down. I'm going to place the bird because I know where I want my wren. I want my wren like right there. So let's see, this is going to go here. And then the leaves we'll put here. I think my fan blew the berries away. I don't see them. I'm just checking the floor. I don't see them. Okay, well, I'll have to cut out some more berries then. No big deal. I have the napkin right here. So let's just go around another berry here. It was dry, so it blew away. When they're still wet from the water, they don't blow away. When they dry, they blow away. Alright, let's get these down before they blow away again. Let me get some more water on my brush. And dunk. And it's just going to go like right around this area here. And like so. And then I'm just lightly pressing with my brush because I made that really wet back there. So I don't want to rip it. Okay. And then we're going to put our berries here. No, that's too much. The leaves. We'll put the berries on the other side. All right. Then we'll put the berries on this side. And I'm just wrapping it around the little edges. I'm not really worried about them too much. I could pick them off if I wanted, but I don't think it's necessary. And then the wren part is just going to go right here. Let's put it right side up. So that's what our back is going to look like. I like it. I have to say this one is probably not my favorite, but I do love it just as much as the other ones. I just like one of the other ones a lot more, and I'll show you which one. All right, so there we go. So that's this one. I'm loving how that came out. I like how it's stamped right there, just perfectly almost. Okay, so that's that one. This one is my favorite. This one is my favorite. And then that's the back. And then my second favorite is gotta be this one that we did together. That's my second favorite. But I do love them all. So we did that one together. We did this one together just now. And then the other two that I did were this one with the birds. And this one with the Paris theme. I love them all. I think they all came out wonderful. Alright, well, that's a video. So I want to thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.